All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and our home team. Fight forward to about the 27-yard line. And Justin Coleman brings him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that one was over before it could get rolling. How about the D just knifing into the backfield and shutting that one down?
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. The 20, 10, touchdown LA. Tyrell Williams, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's 2nd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Out to his left. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and short. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Back to throw now on 1st down. His throw incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
No. Check. Patriot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
They gain nothing, and all they need are inches. Usually we put this on the offensive line, but sometimes it's the quarterback's fault as well on the sneak. You've got to get low and burrow.
Usually we talk about O-line surge, their D-line surge leading to 4th. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Detroit!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Knocking it away there defensively, Justin Coleman.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Burton. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Gordon on 1st down. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. Space to run past the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Looking to throw. Being chased out left. And avoids the contact by sliding. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Chargers are able to strike for 6. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A run by Mack to start the drive. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Lucky 56. Gone, 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 gone. Gone, 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 gone.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. This one caught left side by Cooper. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Cooper's first catch, and good for a first down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back here right after this. They're going to look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. On play action, they'll throw. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
They'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
No. Check. Patriot.
They'll run it with Mack. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They come out here in the I. On 3rd down. That's Mack. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 17-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Forced out to his left. Hunter Henry brings it in. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. First down now, but that clock rolling.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Detroit!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Detroit! Gun!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking deep downfield. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. 9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. Starting the drive with a give to Matt. And not much room there, so he'll get it up only to about the 21. So we've reached halftime here in Oakland with the Raiders on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you termed that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Now back to throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll set up a throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back from the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up to throw. And this one is incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Detroit! Detroit!
He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 12. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Carlson now to add the extra point. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. Now he'll throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's complete to Fuller. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
He's going to look deep. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Gun! Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
They'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw. It's caught on the right side. Williams. He has a 1st down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. He's going to get it running right. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. Bullock good on the extra point. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Raiders. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you'd think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some 1st downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They'll give him a yard on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Back live here now in Salt Lake City. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And they convert on third with a gain of 22.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Back to throw now on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it second down.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Detroit! Detroit!
Looking to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Back to throw here. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. In for the score. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
They'll look to throw now on first down. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Chargers have made this a 1-score game. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it, yes.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Watch 81, fellas. Watch 81. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Lucky 56.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Eluding the pressure right. And the grab by Croft. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Gun!
They'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And on 4th down, honors the punt team sending this one away. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. He's back to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Detroit! Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Well, when this drive began, the offense only needed a field goal, but the defense ramped up the pressure, and after back-to-back sacks, they're feeling confident they might keep them off the board.
Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Cut!
He'll look to throw. Now he's flushed out right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee. And they cannot do anything to stop the clock defensively. 3 straight wins to start the campaign now.
And this is where a team, privately, within the confines of their own room, their meeting rooms, the locker room, they start to think to themselves, we're pretty good. We should be a playoff team.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the home team here, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll have another home date next week as the Kansas City Chiefs come to town. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.